we look at the empirical data, okay? Well, what do we see? We see that there are marine fossils on mountains and in landlocked areas, obviously, that are all far from the sea. We see some sedimentary rock layers that extend over entire continents or even farther. And we also see that the deposition of those layers, they had to have been catastrophic, or else obviously there would not have been much fossilization, because fossilization takes rapid burial. Now, we also see different fossils, and just to name a few, we see fossils of animals giving birth, fish being eaten. I mean, what does this suggest? Sudden and rapid burial. But to actually look at a present day example on how this could have happened and how this could be explained, if we look at the eruption, and you might have heard this being a young Earth creation, if we look at the eruption at Mount St. Helens, that actually demonstrated that sedimentary layers, hundreds of feet thick, could be laid down in hours to days. We also know that canyons can be formed rapidly, and multiple fossilized forests can form as the result of one single volcanic eruption. We also seen through this eruption at Mount St. Helens how coal seams could be produced quickly. So obviously these observations we see, they are in accord with the flood of Noah covering the entire earth a few thousand years ago. So is that consistent with a global flood, or is that consistent with a local flood? And if you say a local flood, how do you explain all that phenomenon? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and this is less than I think, because I got to go to bed. But as far as that goes, I'm not really even up and up on on the geology of it. My field is more like astrophysics, physics. Um, but what I will say is, uh, I could tell you that I don't know. It's been a while since I looked into this stuff, but from what I do know about the biblical text is that ancient people thought differently than we do, and they had in their mind they had you ever heard of the term pre-scientific notions and ideas and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, so I think that's where people ought to look first, because what you believe about the Bible will shape your view on the world. And I would say the science is probably that's somewhere you probably shouldn't go first. Looking at like ancient Near Eastern cosmology, ancient Near Eastern cosmic geography, stuff like that. You definitely want to get a feel for the text in its proper view. So that's what I would say.
And